that the ripples of the crisis in the Middle East is also being felt back home. That being said, Mehbooba Mufti, the PDP chief, has announced that she will not be holding her campaign rally today as a mark of solidarity after the killing of Hassan Nasrallah, who was the Hezbollah leader. The visuals on your screens are from Budgam, where a pro-Hezbollah protest march that was taking place earlier today. Let's first up go across to Zeenat, who's getting us the details of this. Zeenat, PDP chief openly expressing support to Lebanon and the Hezbollah group. Tell us exactly what is happening in Budgam, given that these are large-scale protests being carried out, march so as to to express solidarity after the killing of Hassan Nasrallah.
See, Samiksha, we have witnessed these protests yesterday afternoon, the moment the news came in about the assassination or the killing of the Lebanon militant group, the founder. We have seen the protests in the Budgam, in Mir Bahri, in Sada Kadal, and these protests were witnessed mostly in those parts which are known as the Shia-dominated belts. In the evening also in Budgam, the MP from Srinagar, Aga Ruhullah, was seen marching the protests, and then he also called off his campaign yesterday only the moment the news was circulated. Similarly, Ms. Mufti, who is the PDP chief, has called off her campaign for today in solidarity with the people from Gaza, Palestine, and also in solidarity with the killing, in solidarity with across the people who have been suffering, because there were the pro-Palestine Israel slogans and also anti-America slogans that were shouted during these protest rallies that were carried in majority of the places in Shia-dominated belt in the central Kashmir. In fact, many of the places, because of these protests, the traffic jams were witnessed, but it didn't turn the situation that have led to law and situation crisis on the ground.
Zeenat, there seems to be a problem with your network. We will just come back to you again. Let's go across to Mr. Bansal. Mr. Bansal, these visuals speak for themselves, the kind of Shiite following that Hassan Nasrallah had. But talking of the Hezbollah group, it is a recognized terror outfit both by the US and the European Union countries. What do you make of the kind of support that's coming in areas, especially in Budgam, by the Shiite community, given that Hezbollah is a recognized terror group?
Whether government of India recognizes Hezbollah as a terror group is still a question mark. The second issue which you need to understand, that Shiite worldwide have recognized Hezbollah as a powerful entity which supported Shia interests, especially in the recent past. Because in the past there have been occasions when Nasrallah fought with Syrian army also. But after the Syrian civil war, Nasrallah had emerged as a strong champion of Shiite interests because of his actions in Syria and support in Iraq. So Shias by and large identify. You could see in Budgam. Budgam, as you know, is a Shia-dominated area in Jammu and Kashmir. You could see Aga Hassan Mehdi in the visuals that you showed. He is actually the leader of the Shiite community in Budgam, is one of the two recognized Shiite leaders in Valley and has a huge following. So obviously his presence and all these Shias coming together, it's actually a very, very important facet which we can easily see, where people are coming out and protesting, because there is some amount of, I think, disheartening as far as Shias are concerned, because they saw Hezbollah, and Hezbollah has identified Hassan Nasrallah as a very powerful player which could continue and pursue Shiite interests. So that was the issue. But now we are seeing already that his elimination and weakening of Hezbollah has obviously increased the anxieties. And I think not only in Kashmir, but across the globe, I think Shiite communities are likely to protest. At the same time, you can see there have been support for killing of Nasrallah in Syria and certain sections of Lebanese media and Lebanese sections, which felt that Hezbollah's continued presence was a destabilizing factor in Lebanon and Syria.
All right, Mr. Bansal and Zeenat, we'll have to leave it at that. We will come back to you later in the day. But that being said, the greater concern here is also about for those hundreds and thousands of people who've been displaced as a result of the war between Israel and Hezbollah group.